thanks for joining me. As you can see, I'm exhausted. My cup is full and overflowing. I'm done. I've seen enough art.
I'm Brian Batista, and my friends call me Bunny. And I've got a London's Calling. I'm back again here for my birthday and to visit many galleries like this behind me, the National Gallery. Stay to the end and, what other? Do the YouTube things. Oh yeah, this is episode 98, London Calling.
We did everything that an artsy type could cram in our 10 days in London. The British Museum, with its historical artifacts in giant spaces filled with families and the amazing glass ceiling. We hit the Natural History Museum. I love going to these in every country I visit, just to see a wide variety of their collections of taxidermy, of all the life our planet hosts. We hit the Victoria Albert for a few days of seeing and sketching. There's so many beautiful things here for artistic reference, and really this was the impetus for my return. We took a day in the Tate Gallery to see collections of mostly British artists. We made the necessary visit to the Wallace collection with all its pomp and circumstance, and from Boucher to Fragonard set in rococo opulence. In my aim to learn to love portrait more, visited the Portrait Gallery. But it hasn't helped the cause. There was a sold-out Jenny Saville exhibition, and I only managed to peep through the door, and the related catalog was sold out, but I intend to order it. We spent 3 full days in the National Gallery. So many good things to see. I discovered some new artists and picked a few favorites of my top 3 to study further in the next little while. Plus, I got the National Gallery book, which has incredible reproductions and pickles. We didn't go to the modern or any contemporary collections due to them making me feel like I've been duped afterward and leaving with a hollow emptiness in my soul. There are far better things to do than watch people in there too. As for food, for the most part, we spent it thrifty. Since we had an Airbnb, we could make food and pack it with us. We picked up stuff at Poundland and Iceland, the frozen version, and not eating out too much. I don't do that at home either. London is twice as expensive. However, the foodie in me splurged on a Chef Ramsay street burger. It was about $60 Canadian with fries, but totally worth the experience. And I had to try the Yorkshire pudding burrito in Camden, and it hit the spot wonderfully. My spending was just a wee bit on some art supplies, some swag from the galleries, stickers, a few books, and an odd dragon for sketching reference that I got used at an Oxfam. I picked up a new cap in Camden Market, where I descended into the depths of the Cyberdog Rave Supply Shop, which brought back memories of my youth and multiple Burning Man adventures. During our time, we had the misfortune of a tube strike during the middle of the meat of the trip. So we had to pivot on how we would get around being so far out from the center of London, and we rented the Santander pedal bikes. Biking was a fun way to see the city, and there was freedom, fresh air, and I discovered some new leg muscles. London has great bike lanes, though being on the other side of the road, that much traffic all the way around took some getting used to. And for the most part, the weather was great. Although we did get a taste for the rain a few times, but we mostly spent it inside of galleries anyway. We stopped in the Royal Academy and afterward, walking through the Burlington market past Roja Dove, who, in my opinion, is the greatest of all scent artists. And so I had to go in to smell and test his magic. And I splurged on a few birthday things. A fun fact for those who don't know, I am an avid collector and connoisseur of smells.
Velasquez?
For my birthday, I had other ideas. I got to have Jack the Chipper British fish and chips as my birthday dinner, and it was so good. And later, my travel companions surprised me with an array of sweets, a donut filled with too many candles, as there were barely enough just to fit in and not enough to count the years. The crew agreed to spend a non-art day with me. And my choice of what to do was to walk around and enjoy the plants at Kew Gardens. It was immense, and we probably only saw a quarter of it. But friends had told me to check it out, and also these glass buildings from the late 1800s were full of every life form. And I wanted to see these giant lily pads that people were able to stand on. It was refreshing to travel with Keegan, who had never been to London before. It helped me to see in a new way with fresh eyes and have excitement to be with people who love art and drawing as much as me and can keep up with the crazy art itinerary. That's always a bonus. I got to see so many beloved art pieces and did not discover new things along the way, which is always a fun part of spending time in galleries. For the time being, I'm crossing London off my list. I think I've already gotten my fill and had enough of it. But you never know what the future will bring again.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.
A vacation from my vacation. I'm gonna need a vacation from my vacation. But while I'm doing that, would you please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube algorithm things, and ciao for now.